everybody? Mr. Sparky Aprilia. I'd like to thank you again for the 10 advisor. Big ups to you, man, for giving me that. I did a recent video on that. But anyways, today guys, I wanted to talk about something pretty important to me, and I'm sure to several of you guys. There's a video that a YouTuber and moto vlogger named Idiosynocracy, I believe is the way that you pronounce it, posted, and I'm going to put a link to his original video right here and his original channel over here on the other side. And he was talking, he had a German Shepherd puppy that got parvo, which is, it can be just an absolute horrible disease for dogs to get. And I have family members that have lost dogs to parvo before, and it absolutely sucks. But anyways, he got into detail about just how much his dog meant to him, and, you know, everything that they did together, just how, you know, they both kind of looked after each other almost. And you know, that really kind of got me thinking. When I first moved here to Lincoln, Nebraska, I was originally living in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which is about, I don't know mile-wise, but it's about a 7-hour drive on the interstate or so from here. And when I moved here, or shortly before we actually moved here, my parents got a Shih Tzu, a black and white Shih Tzu, and I'll get a video of him later in the video here. But anyways, we got this black and white Shih Tzu, and I always loved the dog. They got him for me and everything. You know, we were best buddies forever. But when we actually moved here, it was when I was in 8th grade, or about, I would have been 13 or 14 years old. And at that point, you start to make, you know, you kind of have your friendships established at that point for the most part. And it was really difficult for me to make new friends when I first moved here. So what would happen is I would actually play with my dog, whose name is Sargent, like almost every day after school, because they didn't have any people friends, I guess is the best way to put it. And let's see if anybody's gonna pull out in front of me. Nope, dangerous intersection right here. Anyways, I would just play with him, and he became literally my best friend for probably a solid year until I could make, you know, people friends, which I did eventually do, and I'm fine now and everything. But it was a rough spot in my life, and, you know, my dog Sargent really just helped me get through that time. And, you know, I like cats too, but there's something about dogs. It's like a dog understands like any pain or happiness that you're going through, whereas like a cat is just it'll still love you, but it's just gonna be like, oh, what's wrong? I don't understand. Why are you sad? What do you want me to do about it? And a dog's gonna be like, oh my God, Richard, you're sad. Why are you sad? You're sad because blah 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 blah. Aren't you? Let's go to the park. Let's go to the park and make this all better. Please take me to the park, and I'm gonna help you. You're gonna help me. Yeah, let's do it. So, you know, that's the way a dog is. It's always happy and wants to help. And I mean, cats, they can help. I'm sure it helps some people out a lot, but I mean, for me personally, you know, cats are fun to have, but it would not be something that I would get for a life companion, at least at first. And I can't see around any of these cars. And I guess that kind of goes back to, I think, what Idiosynocracy was saying too. You know, that had just how his dog, you know, it was a little bit different situation. You know, it wasn't himself that was going through a hard time, but it was his dog with parvo, and he was doing everything that he could to make the dog happy and stuff like that, you know, and treating her and doing everything that he possibly could. And, you know, that same thing applies to me. Like, you know, if anything ever got sick with Sargent, I would definitely be doing everything I could 100% to take care of him, make sure that he got through it. And, you know, people, you know, a man, and man referring to both women and men, just men as like the general people term, you know, man and dog or men and dogs, you know, we relate so easily to them and just can bond so well with them that it's something really special. And if you guys, if you're watching this and you don't have a dog, or really haven't had a time to, you know, interact with a dog or an animal like that, you know, I would definitely recommend, if you can afford it and want to, you know, go look at your like local humane society or something, and maybe think about adopting one or something, because they really will become your best friend and will take care of you and look after you, you know, through better, through worse, you know. It's kind of like getting married almost when you get an animal, but that dog is never going to divorce you. They always try 100%. You know, it's just something amazing. And Anyways, I guess I just wanted to make this video because when I watched his video, it just kind of made me realize how special my dog Sargent. Oh, missed that downshift. Didn't have my foot on the shifter. That's a first. Anyways, it just kind of made me realize how special my dog really is, and maybe I didn't give him enough credit, you know. And he said in his video, you know, go pet your dog and. Sargie, how you doing, buddy? Oh yeah. If you guys want to know the way to a Shih Tzu's heart, it's through some face rubs, some good old face rubs, just like this, right, Sargie? Yeah. You been a good boy today? Of course you have. Of course you have. Stuff like that, and it was just such a heart-pulling story of what happened with him and his dog. So again, go check out Idiosynocracy. Put a channel link right here, and put a video link to the one that I'm talking about right here. And show the guy some love, you know. He's a great guy, and he's somebody that I've been following for a little while now, and he's the type of person that if I was friends with him in real life, he'd be one of the good friends. He wouldn't just be one of those acquaintances. He'd be the person that, should there be a hard time or should I really need advice, he's probably the one I would go talk to. So hopefully that you guys will enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy.